I think the man himself joins us now. Congratulations, I'm going to shake your hand.
Well played.
Thank you.
Well played. You won a first-round match. Well done.
I know. Hold the front page.
It's been a while. We were just discussing that. It's been a frustrating 2 years for you in the first round here, hasn't it?
Very much so. You know, I haven't won a match here since I beat Karen Wilson in the semis in 2021.
Not that you remember it, of course.
Not that I've got those missed shots and things etched into my memory, but yeah, geez, it's a relief. You know, it's so rewarding and pleasing. The season I've had, not won a match here for a few seasons. Last year I came here as one of the favourites, #1 on the one-year list, just won the 2 previous, got dumped out in round 1. So I'm delighted, I'm absolutely delighted to have got that win and to be into the tournament.
Did that make it easier, make it better, because you weren't really put under much pressure, so the fact that you hadn't won here to have quite a comfortable first round, was that a nice feeling? Or would you rather had a tougher match and still won?
No.
Oh, exactly. just get it over and done with as quick as possible.
Just want to win. No, I'm delighted, and you know, in fairness, I think you made a couple of mistakes that he perhaps wouldn't have done, or maybe hadn't in the qualifiers. You know, a very, very good player, very tidy player, and then you could see when the pressure was off him a bit at the end. Yeah. He makes a really nice century, shows what he's capable of, and you know, as we know, you can never really take your foot off the gas. You can't take anything for granted. I should have won. And I'm pleased that I did win.
How do you think your game is at the moment? Because, as you mentioned, not the best season, but I've heard you say quietly since the start of the year you've been working hard, practising quite a bit to get to where we are now. Yeah,
it's in there, and I think your career, goes in these peaks and troughs, and you have to learn to ride take the rough with the smooth. And as I say, I have actually been playing OK since Christmas. I played all right at the Masters, lost to Ronnie, which is no disgrace. He went on to win the tournament there. And, I've had a few good moments here or there. The last few times out, I lost to Judd in Saudi, played really nicely. I lost to Ding in China a couple of weeks ago, again, played well. So the game's in there. I think one of the tests of professional sport is when you are going through bad times, to remember that, you can still play, you haven't forgotten how to do it. I haven't forgotten how to win. It's just been a while, that's all.
I was going to ask you, some players, because we've got a gap now to the second round, so normally I would ask, would you go home or you stay? Obviously, you're going to be commentating. Are you still think that's the way forward, to commentate in between matches?
I just love it. I just enjoy being around the event, and if I wasn't in the box, if I wasn't sat in the studio, as I'll be tonight, I'd be at home watching it. I
only ask because I think to go the distance in this tournament, I think it's so important, the downtime, to switch off. And obviously, even though you're only commentating, you're not really switching off. That would be my argument.
I think everyone's different. Yeah. And it wouldn't have worked for you.
And obviously smiling at the crowd as well, it wouldn't work for me
as
well.
Work for you either.
Yeah. I did say that.
No, I think everyone's different. Everyone's different. I enjoy being around the event. This event has been so special to me since I was a 9-year-old child, since I first came here in 1992. It's just, if you cut my arm, I'll bleed snooker balls, and I absolutely love being around the event. I wouldn't be anywhere else.
And doing Instagram videos as well this morning, singing in the rain. You wouldn't have done that, Stephen, would you?
Well, I did comment saying idiot, I thought on the way to a match singing that. But yeah, I was going to say your next match, Steve Maguire, a wee bit of history there, but great matches you've had in the past. Obviously, looking forward to it. You're going to have to play better, obviously.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, he beat me here 2 years ago, and we've beaten each other so many times since we were boys. We've been playing each other for the best part of 30 years, probably more, and we've had some really good run-ins over the years, and I'm sure this will be no different.
And finally, the Crucible as a venue. You mentioned coming here as a 9-year-old watching Peter Ebdon. Am I right in saying that?
I know, yeah. It would have been you, but you weren't here. You weren't playing that day.
You were smiling at the crowd. You enjoy the Crucible, don't you, as a venue? You enjoy this place quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, people say this, I think it's really weird how everyone else doesn't smile. These people have paid to come and watch. The least you can do is thank them and interact with them and say thanks for coming. When they applaud for a century break, the least you can do is acknowledge their applause. I'm not the weird one. The other 30-odd players, they're the weird ones. It's not me who's in the right. It's everyone else who's a bit weird, not me.
Some are listening behind us. Shaun, congratulations. Thank you very much. We will see you in the last 16, of course, but we'll see you before then, of course, commentating part of